All right, well, kindness really has been seen all around since the storm hit our beautiful Southwest Florida.
Yeah, and this morning we want to introduce you to a local woman who is helping her community one meal at a time. Fox 4's Lauren Petrelli joins us live from Fort Myers Beach to tell her story. Lauren?
Hey, good morning, Chris and Amy. So we have been following Brenda Burant all morning long. She's just a good doer. Out of the goodness of her heart, she's been coming out here and feeding everyone who used to work out on the shrimp boats. A lot of them lost their homes. They lived on the boats, and you can see them behind me. They're just toppled on top of each other. I'm being told by people here that they still have 3 boats that are floating, but of the 3, only 1 is going to be functioning. So a huge concern of theirs is what is the future of not only them and their jobs, but of the industry as a whole. I want to talk about Brenda really quickly because she didn't want any of the praise, but she's been coming out here almost every single day since the storm. I have video here of her in the pouring rain, a tarp over the grill, cooking burgers and hot dogs for people, trying to just make sure they have fresh water and that they're fed. Now that I'm out here this morning walking around, I'm hearing some of the stories of the people who live out here right now, and they're struggling, obviously. Kathy, I know some of you were very hesitant to talk to me this morning, so thank you so much for joining me. You told me your survival story. I mean, you jumped from building to building in the middle of the storm. Yeah, just go ahead, tell me.
We were up in a loft up here, and it's like 4 people in it, and there was no middle beam. It got wet. The water got all the way up there. And then when the water receded, we thought we had a second part of a storm coming. So in between there, that double E, they threw keys down for just another man to open the door for us to get up in here and get higher. We just thought we were getting, like they say, the second part of it's worse. We didn't know what part was what. We never saw, we had rain and everything, but nothing like the beginning of that.
It's something you told me. I asked you, how scary was that for you to jump literally from this building, walk across here into this building, and you said you didn't have time to think about any emotions.
No, you don't have any time. Okay, you're just moving. It's move, or that next gust is coming. Okay, and you're going with it. Just survival skill. I'm a shrimper.
And what do you need? You and I were talking. Obviously, you guys need running water. You need some electricity. How can I help?
We've been to a couple of places just looking for some generators. Okay. They don't know how much longer on any of the power, how long it's going to be, and it's getting a little rough. We need a little light around here.
Yeah, you guys definitely need help.
I
see you right here.
Okay,
You're getting me too. But I know a lot of you had questions about your primary residence. Some of you guys live on your boat. There's a different number to call, which I handed out to everyone. But while I was on the phone with FEMA, I asked them if they were going to be coming out here to help you. I have a bit of the interview with them. If we could just go to that, so that way people who are still staying on Fort Myers Beach, because this group, they're not the only ones, here's what they said about getting help out here. Or is there anything planned for Fort Myers Beach like that?
So we do have some folks down at Fort Myers Beach today doing a similar thing, but I will tell you there's a difference with regard to those folks and what's at a disaster recovery center and what you would get by calling in. The disaster recovery center and calling in, they're going to have more access to the system to be able to kind of work with it, as opposed to what you're seeing on Pine Island or Fort Myers Beach or any of our other disaster survivor assistance teams that are kind of out in the community. They're really there to register people and to explain the process. If you're coming in with like a more complicated scenario where you've already registered and you're really looking to update information,
I just need to know where the closest one is.
So we're back right now, and she was just telling me a couple other things that they need help with. So here are just a couple of things to note. They are trying to get more resources out to Fort Myers Beach. She said that they don't have a setup site right now, like a disaster recovery site. But when I asked Matt, I said, okay, with FEMA, these people don't have cars. Their cars were obviously swept away. So we're working to see if we can get maybe a shuttle or something to get a lot of these people to the disaster recovery sites that Matt was just talking about. Kathy, I know I gave you this number, but in case someone's watching, if your primary dwelling is a boat, a lot of people in Southwest Florida live on their boats. This is the number to call so you can get more information. This is specifically for the boaters. It's 1-800-621 3362. And Kathy, I didn't want to cut you off. You said you have a need for ATMs or a way to get to them.
Where can we find any ATM machines that work?
Okay.
I mean, then we have a problem getting there, but
Yeah.
it's just like I don't even know. We have no TVs or nothing. I don't know what's going on really, or what's open, what's not open. Okay, I get my Facebook every once in a while, but just running around trying to get a charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to work on that because clearly the ATM, running water, electricity, and temporary housing are a huge need here. We're going to continue to ask questions with FEMA, but also with the town of Fort Myers Beach, and see what we can do for everyone like Kathy and everyone else who's still living out here on Fort Myers Beach. We'll send it back into you for now.